Hello and welcome back to T Classified. So today we're working on question number 7A of WAEC June 2019, still on Christian religious studies. The question reads, give an account of Stephen's defense before the Sanhedrin. Give an account of Stephen's defense before the Sanhedrin. If you could remember in one of our previous videos, we talked about the trial of Jesus Christ before the Sanhedrin, and we talked about the meaning of the Sanhedrin, and we said it means the council of who? Religious leaders, usually headed by the who? Usually headed by the high priest. So today we have to give an account of Stephen's defense before the Sanhedrin. This very accounts can be found in the book of Acts chapter 6 verse 1 and verse 2 to 6, and also verse 8 to 9, and also in chapter 7 verse 1 to 10. Okay, we can start by saying that Stephen was one of the 7 deacons appointed to be in charge of the welfare of the poor and needy in the early church. Okay, he was full of faith, grace and power, and performed great wonders and signs among the people. Okay, and some of the Jews argued with Stephen, but they could not withstand the wisdom and spirit with which he spoke, because the Spirit of God was upon him. So he spoke with bewilderment, that's with awesomeness and wonders. Okay, also we can make it clear there that Stephen, they actually argued with him, but he could not overcome. Okay, and what happened is that they instigated some men who accused him of speaking blasphemous words against God and Moses. Specifically that Jesus of Nazareth would destroy the temple and change the customs, which was the same arguments they brought up against Jesus Christ when they arrested him. Okay, and also Stephen in defense tried to what? To prove that in the past God did not confine his presence to the temple at Jerusalem. He decided to trace the history of Jews to show that God is universal and does not only dwell in the temple. Then he went ahead to cite an example of God appearing to Abraham when he was in Mesopotamia and asked him to go and live in Haran, and Abraham obeyed. Okay, he also stressed that God told Abraham that his descendants would become slaves in another country where they would be maltreated for 400 years. But God would not punish that nation which enslaved them, and later Abraham's descendants would go out and worship in the land of Canaan, and which is actually what took place. The children of Israel suffered in Egypt for 400 years. They were enslaved there, and it was later on during the time of Moses that God set them free, and they were to sojourn to the land of Canaan. He also made it clear to them that God told Abraham that God that his descendants will worship him in the land of Canaan. He also said that Abraham gave the covenants of circumcision. Yes, and when he became the father of Isaac, he circumcised him on the 8th day. So Isaac became the father of Jacob, and Jacob became the father of the patriarchs. The patriarchs were jealous of Jacob, and they were jealous of Joseph and sold him into Egypt. God was with Joseph and rescued him from all afflictions. So in essence, we can say Stephen's defense to the accusation when he was brought before the Sanhedrin was that giving the account of who God is and how God has been operating with the Israelites since the Old Testament, starting from Father Abraham. So we start by saying that what? We start by saying that Stephen was one of the what? One of the 7 deacons. One of the 7 deacons. One of the 7 deacons. One of the 7 deacons that were appointed to be in charge of to be in charge of, the welfare of the poor, and the needy, the poor and the needy, Okay, so in defense, he narrated how God made covenants with his people and kept them, starting from Abraham down to Joseph. He talked about how God promised Abraham, and how God told him that he would his descendants will serve as slaves in a foreign land for 400 years before he would take them to the Canaan land, and how this came to pass. So that was his defense, and in essence he was saying that God was not confined to the presence of the temple. Rather, he was administering to people in various manners and various ways. So this is the answer to question number 7A of WAEC June 2019 Christian Religious Studies. I hope you like and understand the presentation. Remember to click on the like button, subscribe for more videos, and visit our website at www.educateafricans.com for more. Thank you very much, and God bless you.